Crime is a topic that makes many people feel worried, curious, or emotional. I think it is important to talk about it calmly and clearly. Crime is not only about bad actions, it is also about people, choices, and situations. When we understand crime, we can feel safer and more aware. I want to talk about how crime affects daily life, feelings, and communities. Talking openly helps reduce fear and helps people think more carefully about actions and consequences.
Crime can feel scary, especially when we see news every day. Many stories focus on danger, but not always on understanding. I believe learning about crime helps people feel less afraid. When we know why crime happens, we can think about prevention. Crime affects everyone differently. Some feel anger, others feel sadness. Talking about crime calmly can help people feel informed instead of scared and help communities grow stronger together.
When I hear the word crime, I think about safety. Safety is something everyone wants. Crime can change how people behave. Some people avoid places or feel nervous at night. These feelings are real and important. I believe understanding crime helps us protect ourselves without panic. Awareness is powerful. When people know risks, they make better choices. Talking about crime does not mean spreading fear. It means learning how to live carefully and responsibly.
Safety is important to me too. Crime can make people feel tense. I notice that fear can spread quickly. Sometimes fear grows bigger than reality. Understanding facts helps reduce this fear. Crime exists, but not everywhere all the time. When people stay informed, they feel calmer. I think education helps people feel prepared. Preparedness is different from fear. Prepared people feel confident and balanced in daily life.
Crime is often connected to emotions like anger, fear, or desperation. People do not always commit crime without reason. Some face difficult lives or poor choices. This does not excuse crime, but understanding helps prevent it. When society supports people, crime can decrease. I believe empathy is important. Empathy does not mean approval, it means understanding causes. Understanding helps create better solutions for safety and fairness.
I agree. Crime is complex. Many factors influence behavior. Poverty, stress, and lack of support can increase risk. When society ignores these issues, crime can grow. Talking about causes helps find solutions. Punishment alone does not always fix problems. Education and support matter. When communities work together, crime prevention improves. Understanding helps reduce repeat mistakes and supports positive change for individuals and neighborhoods.
Media plays a big role in how we see crime. News often shows shocking stories. This can make people feel afraid all the time. Fear can change behavior. People may mistrust others. I think balanced information is important. Not all news is bad, but people should be careful. Knowing facts instead of rumors helps reduce unnecessary fear and helps people feel more stable and confident in their environment.
Media influences perception strongly. Repeated crime stories can create stress. People may think crime is everywhere. This is not always true. When people check reliable sources, they feel calmer. Understanding statistics helps. Crime exists, but it also changes by area and time. Media awareness helps people think critically. This thinking reduces panic and supports rational decisions about safety and daily routines.
Crime also affects victims deeply. Victims can feel pain, fear, and confusion. Recovery takes time. Support from others is important. Talking about crime should include care for victims. Listening helps healing. I believe communities should support victims emotionally and practically. This support helps rebuild trust. When victims feel heard, they feel stronger. Crime awareness should always include compassion and respect for those affected.
Victims deserve care and understanding. Their experience is often long-lasting. Emotional effects can stay for years. Support systems help recovery. Family, friends, and community programs make a difference. When victims feel safe again, healing begins. Talking about crime responsibly means respecting victims' feelings. Awareness should focus on prevention and healing, not only punishment or fear-driven reactions.
Crime prevention starts with education. Teaching people about choices and consequences helps reduce crime. Schools and families play a role. When people learn problem-solving skills, they avoid harmful actions. Prevention is more effective than reaction. I believe early education builds responsibility. Responsibility helps people think before acting. When society invests in education, crime rates can decrease naturally over time.
Education is powerful. When people understand laws and consequences, they act more carefully. Education also builds empathy. Empathy reduces violence. Prevention programs help young people make better decisions. When communities support learning, crime decreases. Education creates opportunity. Opportunity reduces desperation. This connection shows that crime prevention is not only about rules, but about giving people better paths in life.
Crime can happen in many forms, not only serious cases. Small crimes like stealing or lying also affect trust. Trust is important for society. When people break rules, others feel unsafe. I think rules exist to protect everyone. Crime breaks this protection. Understanding rules helps people behave better. When people respect laws, communities feel calmer. Talking about small crimes helps people see how daily choices matter and how responsibility starts with simple actions.
I agree that small crimes matter. People sometimes think they are harmless, but small crimes can grow into bigger problems. When rules are ignored, order disappears. I believe respecting rules shows respect for others. Crime affects relationships and trust. When trust is broken, fear appears. Fear changes how people interact. Understanding this connection helps people act more responsibly. Awareness of consequences encourages better behavior and safer communities.
Many crimes happen because of poor decisions. People sometimes act without thinking. Emotions like anger or frustration can lead to bad choices. I think learning emotional control is important. When people pause, crime can be avoided. Simple actions like walking away help. Teaching calm reactions reduces conflict. Crime prevention starts with emotional awareness. When people understand their feelings, they make safer decisions and avoid hurting others or themselves.
Emotions strongly influence behavior. I notice that stress increases crime risk. When people feel pressure, they may act badly. Managing stress helps reduce crime. Simple habits like breathing or talking help. Support systems matter. When people feel supported, they act better. Emotional education helps people understand reactions. Understanding emotions helps prevent crime by encouraging thoughtful and calm responses instead of impulsive actions.
Crime also affects daily routines. People may change schedules or avoid places. This changes freedom. Freedom is important. When crime increases, freedom decreases. I think safety planning helps people feel secure. Simple steps like staying aware help. Awareness does not mean fear, it means attention. When people feel prepared, they feel confident. Confidence helps people live normally without constant worry about crime.
Daily routines change with fear. People may stop enjoying activities. This reduces happiness. I believe balanced awareness is key. Knowing risks without panic helps maintain freedom. Crime awareness should empower people. Prepared people feel calmer. They plan wisely. This planning creates confidence. Confidence supports freedom. Crime prevention includes helping people feel safe enough to enjoy daily life without excessive fear or stress.
Crime statistics help understanding. Numbers show patterns. Patterns help prevention. When people know common crimes, they prepare better. Preparation reduces risk. I think information should be clear and simple. Too much information causes fear. Simple facts help decision-making. Understanding crime trends helps communities plan safety programs. Knowledge gives power. Power helps people feel more secure and confident in their environment.
Statistics help separate facts from fear. News can exaggerate danger. Numbers show reality. When people see trends, they understand risk better. This understanding reduces panic. I believe sharing correct information is important. Correct information builds trust. Trust reduces fear. When communities trust information, they cooperate better. Cooperation improves safety and helps crime prevention efforts work effectively for everyone involved.
Crime prevention also includes lighting, design, and community presence. Well-lit areas feel safer. People feel comfortable walking. Community activity reduces crime. When people know neighbors, crime decreases. Connection builds safety. I believe community involvement is important. Simple actions like greeting neighbors build trust. Trust discourages crime. When people care for shared spaces, crime naturally reduces over time.
Community design influences safety. Dark and empty areas feel risky. Active spaces feel safer. When people are present, crime reduces. I think community responsibility matters. Everyone plays a role. Watching out for each other helps. Simple cooperation creates security. When people feel connected, crime becomes harder. Connection builds accountability. Accountability discourages harmful behavior and supports safer environments.
Crime discussion should stay respectful. Labeling people as bad does not help. People are more than mistakes. I believe focusing on behavior, not identity, helps change. Respectful language encourages learning. When people feel judged, they resist change. When people feel understood, they improve. Crime prevention includes respectful communication. Communication builds understanding. Understanding supports rehabilitation and reduces repeat crime.
Respectful discussion helps progress. Judgment creates distance. Distance prevents solutions. I believe accountability and respect can exist together. People should face consequences but also receive support. Support helps learning. Learning prevents mistakes. When society balances justice and care, crime decreases. This balanced approach builds safer communities and encourages people to choose better paths in life.
Crime often makes people feel fear and anger at the same time. These emotions are strong. Fear can make people avoid others. Anger can make people want punishment. I think it is important to pause and breathe. Calm thinking helps better decisions. When emotions control reactions, problems grow. Talking calmly about crime helps people think clearly. Clear thinking supports safer actions and fair responses instead of emotional and rushed decisions.
Emotions around crime are powerful. I felt angry when I heard crime stories before. Over time, I learned that anger alone does not help. Understanding situations helps more. When people calm down, they listen better. Listening improves solutions. Crime discussions should reduce tension, not increase it. Calm conversations help communities work together. Cooperation is stronger when emotions are managed carefully and respectfully.
Crime also affects trust between people. When crime happens, people become careful. They may not trust strangers. This is natural, but too much mistrust can harm community life. I think balance is important. Be careful, but not closed. Friendly behavior still matters. Trust grows slowly. When people act kindly and responsibly, trust returns. Community trust helps reduce crime and fear together.
Trust is fragile after crime. Once broken, it takes time to rebuild. I believe small actions help. Smiling, helping neighbors, and being polite improve trust. These actions seem simple, but they matter. When people feel connected, crime feels less powerful. Connection creates safety. Communities with strong trust often experience less crime and more cooperation between people.
Crime prevention also includes personal responsibility. People should protect their belongings and follow rules. Locking doors and staying aware helps. These actions are simple but effective. Responsibility does not mean fear, it means care. When people take care of themselves, crime becomes harder. Prevention is not only police work. Everyone plays a role in creating a safe environment through daily habits.
Personal responsibility changed how I think about safety. Small actions gave me confidence. I felt more in control. Crime prevention felt practical, not scary. When people feel responsible, they feel empowered. Empowerment reduces fear. Fear often leads to panic. Responsibility leads to calm action. This calm approach helps people live safely while continuing normal daily routines.
Police and law enforcement play an important role in crime prevention. Their job is to protect and serve. Trust between police and community matters. When people trust police, they report crime. Reporting helps prevention. Respect works both ways. I think cooperation improves safety. Open communication helps solve problems early. Early action prevents crime from growing into bigger issues.
Cooperation with law enforcement builds safety. When communication is open, trust improves. Trust helps crime prevention. People feel supported. Police also need community help. Information sharing helps solve cases. Mutual respect is important. When police and citizens work together, crime decreases. This partnership makes communities feel safer and more united in facing challenges.
Crime can affect young people strongly. Young minds are sensitive. Seeing crime can cause fear or confusion. Education helps children understand right and wrong. Guidance supports better choices. Adults should explain crime carefully. Honest but calm explanations help children feel safe. Teaching values early builds responsibility. Responsible children grow into responsible adults who avoid harmful actions.
Young people need guidance. Without guidance, they may copy bad behavior. Education and role models matter. When adults show respect and responsibility, children learn. Crime prevention starts at home and school. Teaching empathy helps children understand others. Understanding reduces violence. Supporting young people creates a safer future and reduces crime long-term through positive influence.
Crime can change how people see the world. After hearing about crime, people may feel less hopeful. Hope is important for well-being. I think focusing only on crime is unhealthy. Balance matters. Positive stories help restore hope. When people see kindness and cooperation, fear reduces. Hope encourages positive behavior. Positive behavior reduces crime. Sharing good examples reminds people that safety and care still exist in society.
Hope is powerful. Without hope, fear controls actions. Fear can isolate people. I believe communities need hopeful messages. When people believe improvement is possible, they act responsibly. Crime prevention needs optimism. Optimism supports patience. Patience supports long-term solutions. When society focuses on growth instead of only punishment, crime prevention becomes more effective and human-centered.
Crime awareness should not create suspicion toward everyone. Most people are kind. Constant suspicion harms social life. I think learning how to stay safe without mistrust is important. Simple awareness helps. Awareness respects others. When people stay calm and observant, they protect themselves without fear. This balanced mindset supports safety and keeps daily interactions positive and respectful.
Suspicion can damage relationships. When people distrust everyone, isolation grows. Isolation can increase crime. I believe connection is key. Friendly interactions reduce tension. Balanced awareness allows safety with openness. When people feel connected, they care about each other. Care reduces crime. Community bonds make harmful behavior less likely and encourage responsibility among members.
Crime also influences travel choices. People may avoid certain areas. Fear can limit experiences. I think learning local safety information helps travelers feel confident. Preparation improves comfort. Comfort improves enjoyment. Awareness supports freedom. When people feel informed, they explore safely. Safe travel builds understanding between cultures and reduces fear of unfamiliar places or people.
Travel safety is about preparation, not fear. Knowing local rules helps. Respecting culture helps. When travelers act respectfully, problems reduce. Crime awareness supports smart choices. Smart choices reduce risk. I believe travel should feel exciting, not scary. Balanced information allows people to enjoy new places while staying safe and respectful toward local communities.
Crime prevention includes kindness. Kindness seems small, but it matters. Kind actions reduce anger. Reduced anger reduces conflict. When people feel respected, they behave better. I believe kindness builds safety. Saying thank you, helping others, and listening create positive environments. Positive environments discourage crime naturally by supporting emotional well-being and social connection.
Kindness surprised me in its power. Simple kindness changes mood. Mood influences actions. When people feel calm, they act responsibly. Kindness spreads easily. It creates trust. Trust creates safety. I believe kindness is a quiet form of crime prevention. It builds community strength and reduces reasons for harmful behavior without force or fear.
Crime discussions should also focus on learning. Learning from mistakes improves systems. When communities review what went wrong, they improve safety. I think open discussion helps learning. Blame stops learning. Learning creates growth. Growth reduces crime. Honest reflection builds stronger prevention strategies and supports continuous improvement for community safety and well-being.
Learning is essential. When mistakes are ignored, they repeat. Learning helps adapt. Adaptation improves prevention. I believe feedback matters. Listening to experiences improves systems. Better systems reduce crime. Continuous learning supports safer communities. When society learns together, it grows stronger and more resilient against future challenges.
Crime also affects emotions long after events end. People may feel nervous even when safe. These feelings are normal. I think emotional recovery is important. Talking, sharing, and receiving support helps. Silence can increase fear. When people express feelings, stress reduces. Emotional care supports healing. Healing helps people regain confidence. Confident people participate more in community life, which supports safety and reduces long-term fear connected to crime.
Emotional recovery matters a lot. Ignoring feelings does not help. I learned that sharing experiences reduces stress. When people talk, they feel less alone. Support groups help. Friends and family help. Emotional strength improves decision-making. Better decisions reduce risky behavior. I believe healthy emotions are part of crime prevention. Healthy emotions help people react calmly and build safer, more connected communities over time.
Crime is a serious topic, but talking about it calmly makes a difference. Fear becomes smaller when knowledge grows. Understanding crime helps people protect themselves without panic. It also helps communities support victims and prevent future harm. I believe balance is important. Awareness with kindness creates safety. When people stay informed, respectful, and connected, crime loses power. This mindset helps people live confidently while caring for others and building stronger, safer environments together.
I feel the same. Crime should not control how people live. Information gives control back. When people understand causes, prevention becomes possible. Fear decreases when people feel prepared. Communities grow stronger through cooperation. I believe safety comes from knowledge, responsibility, and empathy.
When people care about each other and stay aware, they reduce crime naturally. This approach creates calm, trust, and stability in everyday life.
Crime discussions also remind us of responsibility. Every action matters. Small choices create big results. Respecting rules shows care for others. Helping neighbors builds trust. Trust creates safety. I think crime prevention starts with daily behavior. When people choose honesty and kindness, they support peace. These simple actions shape communities quietly but strongly and help reduce crime without force or fear.
Responsibility truly matters. When people take ownership of actions, society improves. Blaming others does not help. Choosing better behavior helps. I believe prevention is a shared effort. Everyone contributes. Small efforts combine into strong protection. When communities work together, crime becomes less common. This cooperation builds confidence and makes neighborhoods feel safe, open, and welcoming for everyone.
Crime discussions should always include hope. Hope motivates improvement. Without hope, people feel stuck. With hope, change feels possible. I believe people can learn and grow. Support helps change happen. When society believes in improvement, crime decreases. Hope encourages patience and understanding. These qualities help people create safer lives while respecting human dignity and emotional well-being.
Hope keeps communities moving forward. When people believe safety can improve, they act positively. Positive action reduces crime. I think hope and responsibility work together. They guide better decisions. When people feel supported and informed, fear fades. Crime becomes a challenge, not a constant threat. This balanced mindset helps people live freely, carefully, and confidently every day.